Well, they figured that out. This is the Streamer Showdown. We're in the draft portion today. Unlimited budget, 18 players, Premier League only. We are the 4th overall pick. I have already decided who we would like to take with that pick based off of all of the information available to me, like who I think is going to go in the first 3 picks. Not going to tell you, obviously, because there's scouts from other streams, but I want you to know that that decision has already been made so we can make a very quick pick and try and put pressure on other people. We will be building that 18-person team for the Showdown this weekend, and we'll be going from there. Showdown's the league on Saturday. The knockouts are on Sunday. You want to finish top of the league, you get a little small trophy and a little reward going into the knockouts, and then you go. There's nine Football Manager creators here. This is the 3rd year of the Streamer Showdown, and we are a 3-time league champion and a 1-time overall Streamer Showdown champion. But I want you to know we have a plan. We're going to execute that plan. Quite honestly, it's impossible for us not to. We got so many names in this book. So while they're muted up, by the way, there is something called the Lowdown. It is an absolutely tremendous, incredibly high production value show. It's the best. It's the only show like it that I know of on Twitch. If you are watching the Streamer Showdown, I highly recommend you have me up and the Lowdown up. The Lowdown and myself. That's how you need to. You don't need anything else. You know what I'm saying? But that is good. You've got Ben, Diz, Maggio, Viking Dan, and of course Nerdphonics, the host. They're breaking down all of our chances, what they think we're gonna do. We did a little pre-draft interview with them, so they're talking about who we might pick, because we do have to divulge some of that information. I try not to divulge too much of it, but potential systems. I did give them some information about that. There's obviously a fantastic highlight package and intro if you've never watched the Showdown before to kind of see what it's like. That's right at the beginning if you want to go watch the VOD. But it really is a tremendous show. I know that because I've been a part of it before. After every one of my streams, I go in and watch it later. McKinn's got the first pick. All right, here we go.
He's now scrolling down to try and pull a sitch halfway down the list.
Where's Zach Steffen?
Wait, have they fixed the logos and everything at the top in FM22?
So just a question. For the I click finish picking when I've selected a. No, I'm joking.
No, oh my god. I actually did that.
Wait, I wasn't meant to.
So, if you can all carry on reading out your picks, it's easier for me to update my spreadsheet. Thank you very much.
Hyunmin Son.
Thank you very much.
That wasn't even my pick. I'm just trying to help.
Doesn't matter whose pick it was. I just appreciate you reading it for me. You can be my little reading boy.
Wow, goodness me.
Title.
Okay. I'll take things I'm not going to be for 500, please.
Who are you thinking, Z?
Whoever it is, make sure you read them out.
Just for you, I'm not.
Oh, that's cruel.
Oh
no, that's annoying. I was literally about to pick Varane. I was literally about to pick Varane.
Come on, Zealand.
I picked
Jordan Henderson, eh?
Huh? Declan Rice.
And Jordan Henderson. Interesting. Very interesting. Who's he picking? Danny Ings, my 6th choice striker. You swine.
Interesting.
Bruno Fernandes has already gone, hasn't he? He's not highlighted on my list, but he must have already gone.
No, he went really early.
Yeah. He was just sat there. Bruno's not gone? Nah, can't be right. You can't take Saka. He was going to be my pick.
Thank you very much. Hey, where's Christian Romero? Is Romero not here?
My loans included?
I guess not. We didn't know that. Okay, that's fine.
So that means players who've been loaned out from the Premier League should be in.
Correct.
Interesting. And boys and girls, I'd like to point out, that's an example of the new Kev. I not only knew who Christian Romero is, I knew he was on loan. I knew he was at Tottenham. So Kev knows football now. I've been learning football.
Fred's available if you needed a midfielder. Just saying.
I mean, it'll be tough picking between him and Kante, but I think I'll give Kante the nod as my starting central midfielder.
Well, don't say I'm not trying to help you. Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, notice he went very quiet, and then...
No, I actually had I was making a very tough decision there. But I settled.
Might grow my hair like Cucurella's. I think he looks very handsome.
I think you look great.
I agree.
I'm surprised he was still there.
I am too. And then I realized he wasn't crossed off my list, so.
Let's see, as long as you don't take the player I want, then we'll be okay.
Okay. Did you want Callum Hudson-Odoi?
I did not, so we can remain friends.
Cool.
So that gone, he's gone. Oh, everything's gone.
McTominay.
All of my lists are pretty much exhausted now by the looks of this.
My Excel spreadsheet is just blank white boxes now.
All right, we're going to have to go with our number 11 center back, chat.
Oh, I'm currently picking a centre back. Don't take one of the two that I'm eyeing up.
Was it Axel Tuansebe?
It wasn't, so you're all right.
Oh, thank goodness.
Zealand's gone very quiet again, so we know he's up to something.
He's just making decisions, picking up Tariq Lamptey.
He's being a rascal.
A little rascal. Be taking Conor Gallagher.
You take Conor Gallagher.
Thanks,
see
man.
if I care.
Yeah.
I didn't want him. Well, you finally getting a goalkeeper.
Chat's been very concerned.
Yeah, here's me speculating whether or not I'm going to get a second goalkeeper. Zealand doesn't have one yet.
First one, yeah. No, I don't. The guy that I wanted the whole time was Hugo Lloris. He's still here. It's fine.
I went for him instead of Lewis Dunk just to wind you up. I can't believe you weren't even going to take him.
No,
I thought it would have been guaranteed to be like your last pick.
You scumbag, Zealand! You absolute scumbag!
That one was for you.
We will be having words.
That one was specifically for you.
You absolute toad.
Did my draft time just reset? What's going on?
Well, no, Werner's got a great jaw.
What is happening? My draft time just reset?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
I thought I had 20 seconds. I mean, I'll take the extra time. I don't know.
Have you got all 18 players, or are you?
I'm picking the last one right now. I literally think they just reset my time. I don't know what that was. I caved. I got a backup keeper.
Yeah, there's a good
choice.
I know. Look, I know emotions are always high in the draft. How do you feel like we've done? I was really happy. We got a lot. Every one of the picks was on a list. And when I say I had lists, I'm not kidding. Like these handwritten lists, we were going through, crossing names off each position group. And I feel like we did really well. The center back I wanted was Andreas Christensen. I didn't expect Azpilicueta to go. I thought I was going to get him with my next pick. Christian Romero not being there was not good. But we got Varane very early. And it was between Tuansebe and Yannick Vestergaard, but I wanted a little more athleticism considering the situation we found ourselves in. And so that's why we went with Tuansebe. I don't like Nathan Ake. I don't think he's got the right hidden attributes, which is something that you got to consider. And it's also, we're playing a game, right? It's not real life.
Premier League only draft for the first one.
Give me an extra player. Give me a forward.
Boring, isn't it, Matt? A bit boring. You know what I mean? A bit boring, really.
I mean, you'd have thought that the Twitter controversy earlier in this week would be enough of it, but
I want a surprise player and I want a forward. Give it to me now. What's the surprise?
Perfect time to do it. So, we've been doing something that we've been threatening or suggesting to do it, and then every time someone suggests it, oh, well, you could do this, you could do that. And we think, oh, we can't do it this time because someone suggested it. Ho, 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 ho. No, this time we've been able to do it.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
Sweet left foot is having a panic attack.
There is. Right. Okay.
nice.
So let me fill you in. Some of you may be aware of what might be happening or might not be happening right now. But what is happening is each of your squad lists are on. Well, each of your squad lists have been compiled by the guys in the back room. Our assistant producers working hard this evening.
Don't do it.
And there is also a wheel with each of our competitors' names on.
No.
And in draft order, we will go through the squad, and each person will go off that wheel. So you will, in effect, potentially end up with a squad that you didn't draft personally.
You probably will end up with a team that you didn't draft personally.
Zealand, you okay?
Can I just say to everyone that did draft, thank you for doing that for us. You've really helped the process. Right then, Matt, spin it.
Wait, so someone's getting Dave's team?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't realise that.
Someone's getting Wolves? Well, Zealand's left.
I needed a beer.
I'm just double checking the list on the wheel to make sure it is updated, and it has. So let's go. Zealand's drafted 18.
Oh, you could get it back, see. You could get it back.
There is a slim chance you will get it back.
I don't want to listen to him right now. Just give me my team.
Spin it again.
Those prayers. I mean, buy a lottery ticket, Mr. Shannon. That's all I'm going to say. Goodness me. Okay,
If he doesn't win now, surely.
Next up is Curtie's squad.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I just wanted to play the game that I wanted to play.
Tom's got it. Sorry, Tom.
I just wanted to play with the team that I picked.
It's pretty good.
You know,
it's better than his team.
it's still going to be weird.
He's
because
upgraded.
everybody else is
Then
getting
we
a
have
different team, so
Sweet
it's still
Leftfoot's
going to be
squad.
weird.
We've got
Let me put it
people in
this
the
way.
background
I now
who are
understand
beavering
why
away,
Ben is not
updating
in the
those
showdown.
graphics to represent the correct squads. Once those are done, we will then review them.
He's actually got it back.
So he's the only one who got the team they drafted. So does he? Before we actually go through the team, does that give him an advantage? Because he's not, whether he's had a plan or not. Does this help?
He did, so likely.
It should do. Yeah. Like, he's the only one who's happy with his team.
I will say, thinking forward now, if we win, there will definitely be the contingent that's like, well, he got his own team. Like, obviously, he should have won. Let's hear what they say about Curdy. Oop.
The squad he's inherited.
Yeah, just so the team he did have, I don't think is as good or as well rounded as this. I think he's upgraded his own team there. I don't know how happy he'll be about it.
Originally drafted by McKinn's, that he inherits.
He's got skills.
The very, I guess the
McKinn's drafted super weird. McKinn's picked a ton of guys that weren't on my list
that were available at the time, but he does inherit Van Dijk.
Like from Ward Prowse, who's terrible at everything but set pieces. To I mean, Azpilicueta, Christensen is in Tierney.
Dave is loving this. It's like Clates 2.0 over it.
Move to second yellow card then.
Who did he get?
Who has inherited Lelujo's squad, which contains significant players to Kevin, but maybe not to other people.
He's lost all his Everton players.
Let's Ben Godfrey.
He did. He lost Cornell's.
Ben Godfrey, Everton, right?
Wheat left foot. I nearly said them both together. Dave drafted this squad originally, which
apparently Dave had a terrible draft.
A significant number of
What's
Wolves players or players of Portuguese origin. Which player do you think Dave's probably
Hellas
most
is a good
about
pick.
losing?
I love Lukaku in this engine. I think he's almost.
This is Tom's squad. Tom drafted half of the guys that I loved, and half of the guys that weren't even on my list.
So Edouard, I've never really seen do anything, even though his attributes look pretty good. St. Maximin was one of my.
Romelu Lukaku was the first. I told the lowdown that Lukaku was the guy I wanted to pick first, and Tom picked him right before me. I did not expect that.
I do like the Mount and Jorginho in midfield, though. I think.
But I knew I needed to settle down. It was good.
That he inherited from Curtie.
Oh, he's gonna be so. The thing is, right, we're all joking around. I might have lost a friend tonight, and that's got to be, you've got to consider that. I might have lost a friend tonight.
That isn't what you said earlier.
What we got here? Dean
He's got a good
Henderson,
squad this time,
Gabrielle,
right?
Johnny,
So you can only be happy.
Regulon, Willie Bolly.
He's
I
locked
like.
out. Let's face it. I mean, he's gone from having probably the
Rudiger,
worst
I
draft.
like.
So I know, just in case. One of the worst drafts to having now, I reckon, a pretty good. I think this is a sort of team that will cause problems, but sort of unexpectedly
He's
cause
light up
problems,
top, isn't he?
I think. A lot of
He's
pace on the
light going
break.
forward.
Bernardo Silva
But
connecting
you
all
got
together.
Hyunmin Son, Jamie
Yeah, I
Vardy,
like
and
it.
Divock Origi.
I like
Right?
it.
Like, that's
Really
it. Like maybe Ben
Surprising
Rama.
one, but he's
Right, final squad then, and it is the squad that Kev had. or
Rudiger
Maluja
probably
has
starts
inherited
with either Gabrielle or
from
Willie Bolly, depending
Work
on
for
whether he wants to
Space.
threaten on corners
So,
or pass the ball more.
Jack's supposed best ever draft, or one of his best ever drafts, and Kev has inherited it.
of course he has.
You really can't win here. You bottle it with your own squad, or you win, and it's an unfair advantage. I suppose that's fair, but you know what? You got to take the gravy. I would like to be able to win, and I feel like we picked a good team. I like our team, and on Saturday we'll have an opportunity for that team to play some good old-fashioned ball.